Good morning. It is 10:34 a.m. on Saturday, October 2nd, 2021. I'm Christiana Ellis, and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. I've actually been up for a little bit, idly sort of scrolling around on the internet. I got off on a tangent of reading posts about the Midnight Mass show on Reddit, which, I mean, I sure enjoyed the Midnight Mass show, but Reddit's usually not my haunt, so to speak. So I'm not sure. I think yeah, I followed a link from somewhere. I don't even remember now, but because I was half asleep when I clicked it. I'm a little bit annoyed this morning because my new big Lego set that I ordered is has not arrived. Originally, when I ordered it, it said it would be delivered on the 30th, which was Thursday. But then relatively quickly it updated the little tracking thing to say that it would be delivered by the end of the day Friday. Now, if I check the little the FedEx tracking number, it says pending, possibly delayed, with no updates on location since it left the original facility in Illinois. And I'm just thinking, that sucks. I mean, I imagine that it will either eventually arrive or they will, I will work out a way to cancel the order and get my money back and maybe order another one. But I mean, rather than any of those things, I would rather it just get here. I did order it on purpose after all. But, that's not a big deal, really. I've got other stuff to do. It's not like I'm so desperate for entertainment that without it I'll just be forced to stare at the blank walls and imagine myself with tiny Lego bricks in my hands. Um, in fact, actually, I'm still working on putting together all of my prep for tonight's game of Root, which is going to be, the 7 p.m. tonight on Twitch. And I'm really excited about it. This is a game that I've been wanting to run for a long time, ever since the Kickstarter, which is a while back now. And I'm just really looking forward to it. It's, I think, going to be a lot of fun. So, we got all of the characters made following our session 0 last time, and then I'm just kind of putting together the prep for this first clearing that they're going to visit. And I'm kind of following the model of the material for the game shows a couple of different clearing ideas, and I could use one of those, but instead I'm just kind of using that as a template to follow for how much information and so on to put together for this one. And it's been really fun, and in particular yesterday there was one particular plot line that I'd just been kind of struggling with. It's one of those situations where sometimes you create a cool mystery, but then you realize, oh, I might eventually have to explain what's actually happening, and I wasn't sure what it would be. I had asked a compelling question, but didn't know what the answer was. And then I figured out how to connect that answer to another thing, and it just all crystallized and was beautiful. And I was like, yes, yes. Um, so definitely I get that was an exhilarating, pair of dots to connect, so to speak. And I'm just really looking forward to the session tonight, and I hope it goes well and that it's fun. And it's my first time running Powered by the Apocalypse in any kind of a significant way. So it's going to be an adjustment, but I'm looking forward to it, and it's going to be fun. So maybe I'll finish up today with just a little bit of a recommendation that I watched a Japanese horror movie called Cure last night, on the recommendation that the website Polygon.com is having like an October horror movie countdown thing where they recommend one movie per day in October. And the one for the first was Cure, which is more of a like police procedural than a standard horror movie, but the basic concept in it is that there are a bunch of murders happening in a very similar way, where people are being killed with like an X carved into their neck like that. But the thing is, in each case, they catch the killer easily because they're right there, and there was no like plan to get away generally, and it's always someone who not only wouldn't have normally been expected to be a suspect or anything, like they didn't necessarily have any particular motive, but also they can't explain themselves. They basically are just saying like it seemed like the right thing to do at the time, but now I can't remember why, and they're very traumatized as a result, having saying like I didn't me I wouldn't have wanted to, but it just in the moment it felt like the right thing, and now I can't remember why. And this has happened several times in these very similar ways, and so suspicious, right? You know, we've seen movies before. Um, and then eventually we meet a character who seems responsible somehow, or at least a connection between them. And I won't spoil anything else except to just say that it was a fascinating depiction of a type of movie villain that I don't think I've ever quite seen this take on it before, and I thought it was really interesting and very creepy. So I thought it was a pretty good movie. It's available to watch on the Criterion Channel. It might be hard to find anywhere else as far as I know, but I liked it. So I'll leave it there and talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes. I hoped I was going to get that out before I sneezed. My apologies. Talk to you tomorrow for 5 more minutes.